If it feels like your partner is pulling away, your brain is about to lie to you, and I'm going to tell you what it means. If you're anxiously attached or wonder if you are, you may not like what I'm going to say, but you need to hear it anyway. So here's what's actually happening, and stick around because I'm going to share and explain what happens for your partner as well. So when someone pulls away, your nervous system is going to read it as a threat to proximity and connection. So it's not because you're dramatic, it's because attachment and connection live in the survival part of your brain. The amygdala is going to fire, it's going to register that distance, that proximity change, that change in connection. Your cortisol is going to rise, your body is going to get tense and urgent, maybe even a little bit panicked. Your mind is going to start spiraling and ruminating, wondering what's going on. And your body is going to be saying connection is leaving, proximity is increasing. You need to fix this now. Whether you are aware of that internal process or not, that's usually what is happening. So you try to move closer, you try to regain that proximity, you try to touch into that connection to see if it's still there. This isn't because you're needy, it's because your system learned early on that if I attune and I connect and I keep this proximity close, that I'm going to stay safe, I'm not going to be left in uncertainty or in silence, I'm not going to be rejected or abandoned, I will stay connected. So now here's the part that nobody is talking about enough. Your partner's nervous system is going to be doing the exact same thing, but in an opposite direction of you. So for some people, closeness increases the stimulation in their nervous system, and their amygdala, the fear center, is going to read that closeness as too much, too fast, just too much stimulus. They are going to feel maybe a little bit overwhelmed. They're going to fear losing themselves, or they're going to fear just feeling kind of engulfed. So their body says, create some space. I need some breathing room here. Distance is going to offer them a little bit of a relief. So distance isn't necessarily rejection. And here's the kicker. Distance isn't always necessarily avoidance either. Sometimes it is regulation for someone where they can kind of get their bearings and then come back to that relationship and connection and the proximity, as it were. So now you have one nervous system that calms through proximity and one nervous system that calms through space. So when these two pair up, like they always do, it feels like chemistry at first, such pull and attraction and intensity. It's because it is our brain, our nervous system loves what is familiar, what is predictable, because familiar and predictable equals safe. Growth here isn't about being less anxious, and growth isn't about tolerating more closeness and proximity all the time, nonstop. It doesn't mean that you can't be in a relationship at all. Growth here is simply about increasing capacity in your body for stretching and growing your nervous system, whether you're the one that pursues or whether you're the one that kind of needs a little bit of distance and a break. So can you tolerate closeness without overfunctioning? Can your need for proximity fluctuate enough to allow another person to move through their differing needs? Can you tolerate space without panic? And can silence simply be a pause between moments of connection? That is secure functioning. It's not about personality, it is about capacity. So if this makes a lot of sense to you, save it, share this, and comment regulation, because this is the pattern that most couples miss, or this is the pattern that most couples get into, this proverbial cat and mouse game where one person pursues and another person distances, and then we just keep going around and around in this painful cycle of needing more proximity and connection and needing more space to breathe. It's painful and it is exhausting. I'm Chrissy, the emotional intelligence nurse. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date to information just like this coming to you.